Good morning, Parkview Pandas.
This is Ruslan.
And this is Abby.
Today we're going to talk about some fun facts about lizards. Lizards are fascinating creatures that have been around for millions of years. They range in size from tiny geckos to giant Komodo dragons. They live in many different places all over the world.
Lizards are a part of the reptile family. Reptiles are cold-blooded and have backbones. Humans have bones too. They have scaly, dry skin, and they usually lay eggs with soft shells.
There are different types of lizards. Geckos have no eyelids and they have special toes to help them climb. Chameleons can change colors to hide from danger. They also have eyes that can move in two different directions.
Most lizards like to live close to the ground and hide under rocks or tunnels. You might even see them sitting on rocks or logs, soaking up the sun to get warm.
Most lizards can swim. They love to eat insects. They also like fruit and some plants.
Lizards can detach their tails if they get caught by a predator. This helps them get away quickly. Many lizards grow their tails back, but some can't.
There are more than 4,000 different kinds of lizards in the world. They're pretty amazing animals. You can see them at zoos and nature centers.
Have a marvelous Monday, Parkview Pandas.
Good morning, Parkview friends. Today we are celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day, which is a special day in the United States where we celebrate the indigenous peoples of our country and our history that have contributed so much to our great nation and really helped develop and make our nation so much of who we are. And they were such a huge piece of this land and our community, and especially here in Minnesota, the rich history that we have here today. So we are going to start with a land acknowledgement, and I'll read that first for you, and we're going to learn a little bit more starting right with that today, and then more throughout the day in your classroom. So here we go. We are going to start with a land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that Parkview Elementary is built within the traditional homelands of the Dakota people. It's important to acknowledge the peoples on whose land we live, learn, and work as we seek to improve and strengthen our relations with the tribal nations. And so on this day, we realize that we are intentionally here and using this land that was originally part of the Dakota tribe. The Dakota Land Acknowledgement. We want to acknowledge that District 196 resides within Minnesota Makoche, the homeland of the Dakota people, the eastern nation of the Okoche-Shokowin, the Seven Council Fires. The land has been the Dakota people's home for every generation since their creation at Bedote and Bedowakan. Minnesota Makoche, the land where water reflects the skies, is Dakota land. Minnesota is also the home of Anishinaabe and many other indigenous peoples who have and do contribute to the overall foundation of this region. We encourage all members of District 196 community to join us in learning more about the people, contributions, sovereignty, and treaty rights of the Dakota and Anishinaabe peoples. District 196 will continue to strengthen our relationship with Minnesota's 11 sovereign nations and indigenous communities, families, and students. All District 196 schools in our whole area are on Dakota land. District 196 community. District 196 has a growing Native American community. Currently, we have over 500 Indigenous students across the district, representing over 65 different sovereign nations. And Parkview students, today, everyone in our school will get to hear a story from a Minnesota Native author, and her name is Ashley Fairbanks. And so today in your classroom, at some point, you will get to hear the story that is titled This Land. And so your classroom has a copy of that book, and I hope you enjoy it and learn some more about this culture that is so important and such a rich part of our community, especially right here in Minnesota, and enjoy learning a little bit more about Indigenous Peoples Day. Hello, Parkview Pandas!
Hello, Parkview Pandas! Whoa! There's a panda right there!
This is some really exciting stuff, Parkview.
Tell me about what you're wearing today. I love your fit.
I know, I have been so excited about this, Mr. Zip. Look at yours.
Oh, I love it. I love my cell phone accessories.
Because we are kicking off the Parkview Readathon.
Yes, the readathon!
And I am in my panda
Snuggie.
Snuggie.
I love this Snuggie. It's so comfy. And you know what?
It's comfy, cozy, and snuggie.
Yes. And how do you get one of these?
Everyone has an opportunity to earn one of these, whether you are a child student or a staff adult.
Yes. And you can earn some of these and some of these wonderful prizes here by logging into Pledge Star. Make sure you do that by getting some pledges.
And keeping track of your minutes every single day at school while you're reading.
And we can record your minutes on the paper or in Pledge Star.
Look at all these amazing prizes just by reading and keeping track of my minutes and hopefully getting some pledges, because the pledges are going to help us raise money for all of those amazing things we love at school.
All the amazing things at school, like math night, STEM night.
All those residencies we have, library books.
Let's get out there and make some money for our school.
Yeah, and then we're going to keep track on these really awesome thermometers of how many minutes and what our goals are for our reading.
It's like reading and money thermometers.
So let's go Pandas!
Woohoo!
Happy reading!
Good luck, guys.
We're signing off for the PNN News. Now let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bye.